2 sheets, plenty.
Yeah, right.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Oh, this one needs 3. This is a bigger job than
Yep.
just hiding them, I guess.
Yep. Yep, it is 3.
It's a 3-sheeter.
It's a 3-sheet kind of job. Well, you see, my assistant's cryptocurrency investment. Nope, nope.
Get wrecked, noob.
Get out of here with that. No.
Go away.
No.
Go away. Bye-bye.
All right. We're not listening to this guy. My assistant's cryptocurrency. Wait, okay. Is it just your assistant who's into cryptocurrency? Maybe I was too harsh. Maybe I was too quick to react. My assistant's cryptocurrency investments didn't pan out, and he won't be around for a good while. That's why I'd like you to help me. Okay. It seems like it's just, we got to take all that back. We got to rewind it, okay? I didn't say any of that, all right? But your assistant's kind of a dumb butt. All right, let's see.
My passphrase is Scheherazade.
Scheherazade. I'm going to forget that.
Do not forget it.
I'm gonna forget it. I already did.
And stop.
You think I could 360 no-scope one of these guys? Should we try it? Should we go for that guy? Let's go for that guy. All right, here we go. All right. Get your clips ready. I mean, I hit him. Wasn't exactly what I wanted, but... Nope. Yeah. All right, let's try that again. Let's reload. Did it. That counts, right?
We can crawl through that barn hatch. Let's find something to climb up there.
You hear them ponies? Ooh, cows. Should we climb up a cow? Maybe we gotta bring a cow over here. Oh, there's a ladder right here. That'll probably work a little bit better.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
My
also,
first idea was
there's
to stack
also
cows.
a wide-ass open door right here that we could just jump the fence, walk up this hay thing, and get in.
It's Chuck Norris's water.
Yeah,
It's a roundhouse kick of hydration.
You can breed turtles in this game. Like, they will spawn eggs.
Oh, my.
And, like, you can actually grow baby turtles. The weird thing about turtles are, though, if we picked these turtles up right now and took them with us, like, 50,000 blocks in any direction, and then we bred them, they would have to then swim back the 50,000 blocks to this spot. Like, they have natural breeding grounds, and like where they spawn is their, like, they have to breed in their spawn.
That is really interesting. And the way that you spoke about that with such enthusiasm was intoxicating.
It's super weird. Like, they have to like come all the way back here to like have their babies, and then like, so if you move them somewhere else, like, they can't breed. Like, you have to breed them like where they live. It's super strange.
That's pretty cool.
Turtles are fascinating.
These look like our iconic heroes, C-3PO and R2-D2. Is Clumsy still here? Good. Don't show her this clip. It's amazing. All of these little greebles are exactly in the same spot that they are on the set back there. That's pretty impressive. One. And hello, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday? Happy pre-Friday. It's actually Thursday. It's a Friday show on a Thursday. How's it going, everybody? It is Thursday, I almost said Friday again, February 22nd, 2024. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, yeah. Ooh, that's loud. Stop it. Stop it, that's loud. First off, congratulations to Lutz McGoots, who became the Phantom Menace today for the 20th time. And the rankings are currently there on your screen in your chat. Slowly but surely catching up to Dutch Daddy Gamer, who I haven't seen redeem one in a while. So you might be able to surpass him there. I'm trying to remember when Dutch. I wonder if Dutch got most of those during the Zelda streams. I bet. Dutch has to watch his back, yeah. So good morning to you, Omina. Good afternoon, Omina. And Lars, hello. Clumsy comes right in, right at the robot part again. Huh? There, I will tell you, there are multiple clips like that. There are multiple clips of me destroying robots and asking if you're around. I don't think you were when I originally made the clips, but yeah. Good morning to Blue. Hello, how are you? Did I miss anybody here? Omena's on a 5-stream streak. Good job. Let's see. I think I got everybody. I think that's everybody. Well, hello, Clumsy. I guess I didn't actually say hello to you yet. You will not survive the AI apocalypse. They're going to watch all my clips and be like, well, this guy is clearly not on our side. But they won't really get that it's a joke, you know? They won't really understand it. Good morning, Ursa. How's it going? Welcome. Happy Thursday. So if you're unfamiliar with this, typically all year, all of 2024 so far, we have been doing the Friday thing. And really it's just a chatting stream. So you all are welcome to direct the conversation wherever you want it to go. And then the fun thing about the Friday show is then it gets put up on YouTube for people to enjoy. And I just realized I haven't checked in a little while how those videos are doing. They're not doing great, but they're getting views. Like last week's got 9 views. That's pretty good, right? And then week after that got 6. Right? That's not bad. Groundhog Day one got 7. The one a month ago about failing got 24. That's pretty good, right? It's better than the 0 views I was getting when I wasn't posting any videos up there at all. That's much better. I've really been thinking about, I love being able to just export that. And then sometime throughout the day on Friday, I put it together, like, you know, with a description and stuff. I kind of would like to edit these out, though. What do you all think? Would you rather have, I know I asked this when we first started, would you rather have just the unedited stream uploaded? Why is it so dark in here? Oh, I forgot to turn this stuff on. Hang on. Whoa, sorry. Not all these lights are on for some reason. Hold on. That's a little bit better. This one didn't turn on for some reason. Reset it. There you go. No? That one is not wanting to cooperate for some reason. Well, that's enough, I think. I think having that lamp on was the way to go. Yes, we got a chicken cam going on back there. It's a little washed out, but there's a chicken cam going on right now. For YouTube, I would like to have edited version if you have a VOD on Twitch. I do have a VOD on Twitch. I do usually keep the VOD on Twitch. So I'm thinking I could edit down that video from an hour long into probably maybe 15, 20 minutes. It depends. Some of the weeks I think are going to be easier than others. If there's a nice through line all the way through, I think it'll be easier to do like a highlights edit than not. Sometimes though, there's just not a through line, right? And it might be a little bit of a challenge to edit. That would also probably mean I wouldn't put it up on the YouTube channel until Gosh, when would I edit it? That's the thing. If I recorded on Friday, I probably wouldn't be able to start editing it until... It just kind of depends on how work is, you know? How is it not Friday yet? I don't know. You should edit it a bit, I think. I think it would be good for me to be able to edit things down. I enjoy doing it every time I do it, and I need to do it more. So I think it would be cool. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday. Wait, Thursday. It's a Thursday. I call it pre-Friday. I think I have the energy. The time's a little bit more complicated. It's kind of like I could find some time to sneak away and edit, but will that always be the case? Not necessarily. That's one thing, though, that this book is kind of trying to teach me, and this is actually something I do want to talk about today. This book is kind of starting to teach me that, like, I have a problem. I sometimes will, what do we call it? Self-sabotage starting a project. If I'm like, well, what if I can't do it every single day, right? Or I get overwhelmed when I think about I have to do X and Y every single day. That's, well, what happens if I miss a day? Like, when I say it out loud, I can tell that doesn't matter, right? I forgot I had a roundhouse kick of hydration during starting screen. Who was that? Pirate Eggs. Thank you, Pirate Eggs. Oh, and good morning, Pirate Eggs. Or afternoon, as the case may be. I'll do that now. So one of the things this book is talking about is, let me see if I can get to the part. I'm probably gonna be done with this book in like maybe today. Oh, I forgot to let my dog in. My dog's still outside. Poor guy. Can we hang on for just a second? Let me go get my dog. Here, you can have, here, we haven't used this BRB screen in a while. Here you go. I'll be right back, okay? If you look at his hair, you see that line? Come on. See that line like right there in the middle of his hair? Going horizontal. See if I can get a better look on it. You see that? Oh, come on. Goes all the way across. It was part of the mold. So the mold that they used, they just added hair to make longer hair. They just added to it, and so that mold had this little line in it. That's how detailed this is. That is actually like what the original mold looked like, and it had that little line in it. I always remember, you can even feel it when you put your finger over it. And I always remember that little line. So now when I see that, it's like they could have easily cleaned that up for this game, and I probably wouldn't have noticed. But that little detail right there is crazy to me. Like, there's so many details, so many little intricacies that make it Lego, and that's one of them. Okay, I'm back. I'm back with the puppy. Here he is. It's okay. It was nice outside. He usually barks to come back in after like 10-15 minutes, but he was out there for like 30 minutes. How you doing, buddy? And then he finally just barked. I don't even think he was barking to come in. The bark just reminded me that he was out there. This is Smokey. He needs a haircut and a bath. Something fierce. All right. So yeah, he'll be around. It's kind of hard to see. He blends in with the carpet that I got. He blends in really well. Anyway, what was I saying? Still like an artist, yes. Let's see. Let me get to the one. Oh, like about procrastinating, like making sure that you're like ready. This one, don't wait till you know who you are to get started. That's a big one for me. I'm always like, I would like to do videos. I would like to put up like content, but I don't want to just do the same content that everybody else is doing. I always feel like for some reason I have to elevate myself and be more special than anybody else. And if I'm not doing something different, then I'm not standing out from the crowd, you know? And that might be true, that I might be doing kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I might be doing like subpar content, but at least I'm putting it out. And that's kind of the point of that. No, this isn't the Jocko book. This is Steal Like an Artist by Austin Kleon, of which I think I'm going to finish today. There's more in there. I'm washing my water bottle right now. I need to do that on this. I'll do that today. This will get washed today because I'm going to the office tomorrow. So I'll take this with me. Non-vlogs. I actually used to do that, Ghost. There's a channel that exists on the internet somewhere out there of me. Now, some of them have been privated because they were just so cringe. One day, maybe I'll show it to you. But there's a channel out there that has some videos that I'm actually very proud of. There's one in particular. There's a couple, but there's one in particular that I'm pretty darn proud of. And it's yeah, it was back when I was doing a lot of editing. I had a lot of time, okay? Before you have kids, let me tell you, you have a lot of time. Or I did. I guess I can't universally speak to that, but you know. Yeah, the dog has carpet camo. He's on the yoga mat now. There he is. So dark in here. Speaking of finishing books, I read 100 pages yesterday. I have less, than 100 to go. What book are you reading again? So yeah, I have that problem bringing this back to, like, you know, editing down the video, putting it on YouTube. I have this problem where if I think that the idea is not unique enough, if I think that I've said this a ton of times, like I'd love to have a podcast, right? I'd even love to have a Star Wars podcast. I think that would be really cool. I think I'd love to start a Star Wars podcast with Coleman. But every time I think about starting that, I go, well, I can't just make another Star Wars podcast. There are enough Star Wars podcasts where just two guys talk about Star Wars. I always hold myself back from starting because I don't feel like the idea is good enough, you know? Like, I don't feel like the idea is unique enough. And that's a real problem for me. But then chapter number 4 is do good work. Can you see that? Do good work and share it with people. So like I could make a good video, right? I could make a well-produced podcast. I could make one that sounds really good. I can be consistent about it. I've proven that. But is it interesting enough to stand out? And that is inevitably at the end of the day what will keep me from doing most things is just thinking that my work is not unique enough for anybody to care about. That's really it. I made some notes in here. There's some good passages. I feel like I'm opening the Bible and reading to you a select passage. Yo, you know how many DJ streamers are? Yeah, absolutely. I do. There are a lot of them. There are. And yeah, this is a block that I have in myself that I know is not right. I know that you should just push through anyway and make something, you know. I reminded LG, remember when we slept until 11 and then went and got tacos? Ugh. I remember we would wake up early on Saturday mornings. I still woke up early, even before kids. And we would go see a movie at like 9 or 10 a.m. on a Saturday. And it was great. And we haven't done that in a while. And you kind of, going through that, you kind of like mourn that part of you. You know? You kind of mourn that part of you that can't really do that anymore. Maybe one day, we'll be able to circle back to doing stuff like that. And one day we'll be able to take him with us, you know? So it's just a time. It's as Octi says, it's a season. It's a season of time. A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. However, I have yet to see any enchanted rivers. That's the book you're reading, right? A River Enchanted. I've still got several going. This one is good. So far, This one was good. This one. It might go Light of the Jedi than this one. I don't know. We'll see, but it's good. And of course, the parenting book is still on its way. I'm going to make a big reading push again this week. I'm definitely going to finish this. I'm not rushing to finish this. I might try to finish this one. Yeah, if I could finish these two, then I think I'll be pretty happy. I finished the big Star Wars book. So anyway, what was I saying? I'd listen to that, though. You have unbiased look on Star Wars and stray from everything Disney is bad and female Jedi makes me angry. Absolutely. Yeah, that is something that I would try to put out into the Star Wars community, is like positivity. There's actually a really good group of people on Twitter that are a pretty positive Star Wars fan base, and I'm very fortunate to have found them. I think I probably would have quit Twitter months ago had I not found that little group of people. So, but every time one of them posts something like, hey, this is cool about the sequels, like this thing's pretty cool, even if it's not your favorite, that's okay, like, but I thought this was pretty cool. The amount of hate that they get. There's this one guy, his name is Jacob, JT Smugs, I think is his at. Let me see if I can find his at real quick. The guy just posts about Star Wars, right? That's it. Just about how much he loves Star Wars. And you would not believe the amount of harassment this guy gets for just for that, you know? I think it's JTSMUGGS. No. Where's my phone? Let me find it just so I can give him a little plug, because I think he's pretty cool. But yeah, all the way up to now, people are saying that his wife is fake and nobody would ever want to marry a prequel or sequel fan. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild stuff. Where are you? There you are. Okay, it's at JTIMSUGGS. JTIMSUGGS. This guy. You would not believe. Just look at some of the stuff he says. If you grew up with the prequels, one of these guys was your favorite Jedi. Pretty true. Talking about Natalie Portman. Oh, this one. Have you ever noticed, if you're not signed in, looking at somebody's timeline, these say 2020. This is February 6th. It doesn't give you timeline order. But here, like, he'll post something like this and people will go nuts. See, I can't even look at the comments not logged in. But this is the kind of stuff. He just posts like, I'm so glad this exists. I like this. I like this. I like this. And then people will be like, how dare you like this? You should... They'd literally go as far as what you think they would go. So anyway, yeah, it's a vile community. And it's full of horrible people who are just, for having an opinion on a Star Wars movie. You'd be shocked. You would be shocked at some of the stuff and imagine he's a white, I'm presuming because he's married to a woman, a white cishet guy, posting about how he likes Star Wars and the amount of hate he gets. Imagine somebody who doesn't look like that, who isn't represented in that media, talks about imagine how they're getting treated. Like, you can only imagine. So it's horrible community. So that's definitely the spin that I would have on it. But I still have those blocks of like, is what I do good enough to put out? And I kind of wish, I don't think there's a chapter of that on this book. Although there is one that's called Be Boring. Maybe that's it. I'm on the chapter called Be Nice. There's only 3 chapters left. So I'll definitely finish that, maybe even today. You assume he's white because he's married to a woman? Just kidding. No, I've seen his picture. How dare you? He's using Twitter Blue, so he does get income from people engaging with his content. He does, and he has said that like, yes, like I am You know, he's actively engaging on Twitter because it does bring. I can't imagine it brings in that much income, but like, yeah, he's trying to make a career out of content creation. You know, he also has a YouTube channel, so it's like it's not much different than what I'm trying to do. You know, yeah, and normally people who pay for Twitter Blue, I'm like, I'm out, but I like them. I like them a lot. Very positive, which I think we need. Posting ghosts, do it to do it, not for the numbers. Yep. That's a Joe Rogan thing. Joe Rogan posts and ghosts. That's probably why he doesn't see a lot of the criticism. Also, nobody needs a gimmick to get started. You need to find a niche as you go along. That's Ursa. That's exactly right. That's what I'm kind of like. That's where I get stuck. Is I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do something, I need to find the gimmick. I need to find the hook, right? I need to find the thing that's going to get people in and get them to like pay attention to me. But you're right. I mean, how much of this channel has evolved over the course of the last 4 years? It's evolved like crazy. It's not even the same thing anymore, you know? Good morning, Coleman. How's it going? If I was on, how do I say, is it Zitter? Like, I know what you're saying, X and Twitter. I still call it Twitter. I refuse to call it X. I'd probably follow that account. I've curated my feeds to get rid of negativity, and it's been a long and uphill battle. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of what I've done too, which is what's kind of kept me on Twitter for as long as I have now. Yeah, otherwise, like, man, I really don't like Twitter. I still think I might end up leaving eventually, but it's kind of nice to be able to put my thoughts somewhere. I guess I could just throw them in Discord, but, you know. Step 1, unsubscribe from CinemaSins and subscribe to Cinema Wins. I tell you what, ignoring CinemaSins is one of the best things I did for my love of movies ever. The era of me listening and watching CinemaSins, even though I do think that he was funny occasionally, the amount of just nitpicking negativity that I did on movies back, gosh, I don't know. Yeah, almost 10 years ago. That is what, yeah. When everybody thought that they were film critiquers, and all it was just pointing out what you hated about stuff. I can't stand that. If you hate something, that's fine. You don't have to like everything, but like, and you can even express that you didn't like something in a very productive and nice and kind way, and then stop talking about it. Like, move on to the things you do love. I love seeing people who are passionate about something. Like, seeing somebody who like loves something, even if I don't love it, that is intoxicating. I love that. I love it. The person we were talking about on Twitter, Coleman, is Jacob. You probably know Jacob. I retweet his stuff quite a bit. JT Smugs. Every time I bring up Star Wars or My Brother, he always brings up his hate for the sequels. It's the worst. It's not fun to engage with people like that, right? You can absolutely not like the sequels. I'm cool with that, guys. Like, there's one sequel in particular I'm not a big fan of, and it's The Rise of Skywalker. And I'll get into that someday. I want to do a whole tier list eventually, and kind of break down why. But however, there's a lot of really good stuff in that too. And the reasons that I don't like it aren't the same reasons that other people don't like it. I just think it's the weakest in the sequel trilogy, and that's about as far as it goes, you know. But yeah, I also think that my least favorite Star Wars movie is Attack of the Clones. For a lot of reasons, but also when I think about that movie, there's so much in there that's actually pretty cool. I like clones. I like the speeder chase in the beginning. I like when Obi-Wan jumps out the window and grabs onto that droid. I love the Jango Fett stuff on Camino. I love where they're chasing each other in their spaceships through the asteroids, and the big bomb goes boom. There's a lot in Attack of the Clones that I actually do love, but it's just the one that I like the least, you know, because there's other ones that have so many cool things in it. Find what you want to do, not what brings in numbers. Yes. So I agree with that. How do I want to say this? And I'm fully understanding that this is like a block that I have, and I'm not correct about what I'm about to say. But in my mind, I'm like, I gotta save the really good ideas, the really good content for when I have a decent following, because I want more eyes to see it. If I'm gonna put a lot of work into something, I want a lot of people to see it. I don't think that's completely what's the word? I don't think that's completely what is the word I'm looking for? You'll find it. Find it. I need to get one of those graphics where I'm like thinking and all the math is coming out my head, even though now it's just like basic English words that are coming out my head. Anyway, I'll start the thought over again and maybe I'll get there. I want people to be able to see it if I'm going to put a lot of work into it. And I know that that's counterintuitive because sometimes you just have to do the work anyway, right? You can revisit and republish content. Absolutely. Yeah. Especially because you develop and change over time, for sure. I think Twitter has some sort of algo reset. I've been seeing more posts that I would like lately, and then suddenly over the last few days, I've seen a bunch of garbage again. I wonder if they just switch it up occasionally to get you to engage with different content, in order to keep you on the platform longer. What do you use to edit videos? I don't know if you answered before, but I might have missed it. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve. Thank you, Nidalicious. Yep. DaVinci Resolve is great. It's free. You don't have to pay for nothing unless you want fancy plugins, of which I've never had the need for yet. So, they make a lot of their money based on their hardware, I believe, right? So it's pretty good. I'm never paying for Adobe Premiere ever again. I'm just not. It's too much money. It's a monthly fee. I'd rather just pay for something up front and get rid of it, Getting numbers helps, but chasing numbers will kill your passion. Absolutely. I feel like I don't chase the numbers. I don't have a viewer count on here. I don't really pay too much attention to the after stream email that tells me that. I occasionally check YouTube just to see did something pop off. But generally, I think I'm at the point now in creating stuff that I'm not that consumed about that. The only thing that keeps me from making more specialized content and making more like edited and produced stuff is that fact, though, is that like, well, but with the people that are around right now, I feel like even if it's not a ton of people, it's people I care about. It's people that I want your opinion on things. I want to know what you think about what's in my head. So in a way, even though it's not a ton of people, it is more people that matter to me than ever before. Thank you for the ads, Bebo. Appreciate that. F Adobe. Yeah. I just hate paying for something that I don't use on a regular basis, I found out recently that you need to pay to make PDF files accessible. That's horrible. Screen reader accessible. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Everybody just wants to nickel and dime us to death. Musk is in charge of the Twitter algo, so whatever he feels like for those particular 15 minutes. Yeah, he's a fickle guy, ain't he? Fickle dude. Like 1 minute you're like, memes, look at this funny dog meme. And the other hand is like, maybe Russians are cool. Maybe the Russian stuff is really cool. Maybe the Russians really know what they're doing. Who got to you, Elon? Interesting. Twitch.tv SVT slow, a TV background for later in spring. Let's check this out real quick. The Great Moose Migration. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to add this to the list. Tucker and Elon are besties? I don't know about besties, but yeah. I don't know about... Announced her. Peachy?
Happy 6 months.
Peachy, thank you so much for the 6 months. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for being here. I'm still looking for keyboards for you, by the way. I'll have more suggestions soon. Pretty sure I've mentioned it, but I just remember it for some reason. Definitely. I'm going to put it in the notes, but feel free to remind me when it starts. Because, yeah, that'd be awesome. See some big old moose. Some big old moose. I saw Stewart showcase Tucker's Russia interview. That was freaking hilarious. Jon Stewart. God bless that man. Jon Stewart. I love Jon Stewart. The funny thing is, without calling anybody out in particular, years ago, we used to watch Jon Stewart, The Daily Show, back when he was actually doing it daily. That's how old I am. And the people I used to watch it with, like, I'm kind of surprised at their beliefs now, because I'm like, were we watching the same thing? Because it seems like we weren't, you know. Yeah, I do. Generally, I like Jon Stewart. I believe Jon Stewart. I think that he is I don't think he's a slimy, what would you call it? At this point, you just got to be not a propagandist and we're good. Like, I think he's fair. I think he's pretty fair across the board. Media demon? Yeah, that too. There's no way that you can look at Tucker Carlson right now and be like, yeah, that guy's fair and balanced. Equal opportunity satirist. There it is. Yes. Yeah. And he even gets flack for how much he's been kind of critical of Biden lately, of which I think we should be critical of Biden, because otherwise we're just going to become like the Republicans who are not critical of Trump. So we should be critical of Biden. We absolutely should be. There's some very big stuff that I don't agree with. And then also, he's ancient. However, if you think for a second that me criticizing Biden is going to mean in some world that I'm going to vote for Donald Trump instead, you are sorely mistaken. Like, nope. And I hope more people have that attitude that, like, yes, like, there are some valid criticisms there. If you think any of those criticisms are going to be any better under Trump, you got something twisted for sure. I liked him in Big Daddy. I also super love how much he's advocated for 9/11 victims and their families. I don't guess I saw him in Big Daddy. I used to like Tulsi Gabbard, but haven't kept up. Bernie for life, though. Bernie, poor Bernie. Yeah. So I voted for Bernie in the primaries in 2020. Man, it's been so long. I would have liked to have seen somebody like Bernie, but alas, we didn't. He was just very briefly in the movie. Okay. So you just like the movie Big Daddy. Is that what you're saying? I'm not looking forward to the election this year either. This brings me actually to something I wanted to talk about. It's not technically, it is kind of political, okay? But it's related to what we've just been talking about, okay? Bingo, I just enjoy silly cinema. Fair enough. You're just a dirty socialist, I guess. I remember the day that I got called a liberal for the first time, by a family member, no less. And I remember thinking, like, if what I was sticking up for somebody or something on Facebook, of course, basically just be like, hey, leave this woman alone. Like, don't be a jerk, basically, in the most like Christian way I could say it, because this was a while back. And I got spoken like a true liberal, Aaron. Spoken like a true liberal. And I remember in that moment thinking, if what I just did was considered a liberal, being a liberal, maybe being a liberal isn't such a bad thing. You know? And we can poo-poo at the term all we want and be like, liberal. But it was the first time that I was like, I've never really considered myself that. But like, if this is going the opposite direction of the direction you're going, I think I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I wouldn't call myself that now, but so now Nidalicious called me a dirty socialist. So thank you. It's come full circle. It's a slippery slope, as they say. I call my cousin a snowflake all the time. Meanwhile, I'm such a fence sitter. I hardly ever 100% on any political opinion I have. I used to be big into that. Okay, wait. Okay, this is what I'm going to talk about. Okay, this book is making an impact on me. Okay, there is a project I've had in my mind for 4 years now. Yeah, probably 4 years now that I've wanted to do, and I've put it off, and I've put it off, and I've put it off, and I've put it off. Because it's a tough subject, and it's one that I've been nervous to make because I know that it's going to alienate mostly people like in real life. I don't think any of you all, but like would alienate some people in my family, some people who may consider me friends. And it's because I've never really drilled down into what did I used to believe? What happened to me to make me dissect those beliefs and change my mind? And where I am now, mostly in the political space. There is also an aspect to this that is about religion, but that's not going to be this project. That's something I don't have the mental fortitude and the desire to tackle right now. But I think I'm ready to tackle the political side of that. Hey, Code, good morning. So I'm basically going to make a video, and this is the first time I'm saying this out loud. I floated the idea to other people before, but the first time I'm saying it out loud, because I feel like I need to get it started, I'm going to make a video about how I almost fell down the alt-right pipeline back in 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. And I would say 2018 is kind of where things started coming back around. There's a whole story. You haven't missed the Lego talk. We still have time for Lego talk. We'll do that right after this, okay? I'm a baby. I'm just a baby in all this. I don't feel like I have the right opinions on everything. I'm not educated in everything I need to be educated in, but I do think I have a unique perspective on what it feels like and what it means to get caught in an algorithm and all of a sudden wake up one day and go, where did I find myself? And that's mostly because I wasn't engaging in what I was hearing. I was just consuming. And that's the idea, essentially. It isn't so much going to be that, like, I used to have bad opinions and now I have all the right opinions and look at how great I am. And shame on you for not having those. It's going to be more self-reflective and like, how did I end up going so far down? I don't think I ever got as far as you might fear. But I did wake up one day and look around me and think, how am I surrounded by all of this horrible, horrible stuff? How did I get here? That's basically what the video is. How did I get there? It isn't even going to be so much how did I break out of it, because that's really hard to quantify. We'll see, though. We'll see. That's going to be it. I love hearing stories about how people got out of the pipeline. That's the whole idea. I was never an alt-righter. I don't even think I ever considered myself to be on the right per se, but I was definitely an enlightened centrist. I thought of myself as a libertarian for a little bit. And then that's where things got, yeah. Yes, exactly. I'm saying it, Nidalicious, that is why I'm saying it. I'm going to make it. There is a chicken. There's a chicken back there. It's a chicken cam. Send me the Patreon link and I'll contribute. I'm not doing a Patreon. No, this is something I've been wanting to make for a long time. I have ideas. I started actually writing them down yesterday. This is a weird time to come in the stream. It is. But I started writing down those ideas yesterday after a little session with this book. I was like, you know what? They're right. I got to just do it. Let me see if I can find the passage where I put it down. The passage, look at me. I put it down and was like, okay, I'm finally gonna just start this. I can tell you right now, this is gonna be a long project. It's gonna take a while because I'm gonna have to dig through the internet and find pieces that of content that I remember consuming and kind of like go from there, you know. Good morning, Mrs. Nonder. How the heck are you? Not that one. That's a good one though. Let's see. I wish I could find it. I don't know if there's any one particular spot where I was like, that's it. Oh, here we go. Don't worry about unity from piece to piece. What unifies all of your work is the fact that you made it. This was something that was keeping me, is I was thinking, okay, what? I'm just going to hard pivot my YouTube channel into like talking about the alt-right pipeline? Like, what am I going to do? But this is the thing. This is the thing that I read that I was like, all right, even if it doesn't technically like have a unified feel to it, it definitely is. I think people are gonna enjoy it. You know, it's raining. It smells so good outside. I love the smell of rain. But good morning, Ams, as well. Peachy hasn't met Mrs. Nonder. Good morning. Okay, now with that all out of the way, I will tell you right now, this video is gonna be a while away because it's gonna take a lot of I'm gonna script it all out. I'm actually gonna script it all out, what I want to say, and then I have to scour the internet for a lot of clips that are in my mind that I'm like, that was a formative thing that happened, and just trace it back. But ultimately, with the goal being that like I needed to be more responsible about what I was consuming because all that kind of stuff matters, you know. Yeah, it should be really good. It'll be a little cringy because I'll have to reveal to you some of the people I used to listen to. And I hope you don't look at me differently because of that. So it's a very personal thing. It's a very personal thing that I'm looking forward to doing though. If multiplayer ever comes out, we will play. That would be fun. Wouldn't that be fun? To just run a store? I think Mrs. Nonder and Ams could be best friends running a little grocery store together. We might just bully you over it. I think it might be warranted in some cases. Because what I'm gonna say is like, okay, listen. This guy, here's why I started listening to this person. And I didn't know X and Y about it at the time. And then you're gonna be like, how could you not have known? And I'll be like, look, you know, that's the whole point of the video, you know. I seriously love spouses and partners who support their loved ones on Twitch. It's so heartwarming. She's amazing. Mrs. Nonder is the best. Or Ashley, if you prefer. Because she has an identity outside of me. Should we go Lego? Let's go Lego talk, shall we? Lego, 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 Lego. Let's go spend some money. Mrs. Nonder, can I have some money? Your objection is that Dr. Licious says, well, you know, everybody has their own truth, right? Truth is relative. How's my cold sore doing? It's scabbing up. I really hope it's gone by tomorrow. I have to go to the office tomorrow, and I'm really hoping that it's gone by then. Yeah. Let's make Non go broke. Let's go. The Snow White Hut. There's a Snow White Hut. Let's look at it. Snow White Hut. Has this been announced already? Oh, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage. This one? No, another time. I'll help you out some other time, Lego. Coming on March 4th, 2024, it's the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Oh, that looks like classic, too. It looks like classic Snow White, right? I kind of assumed it would be the remake, right? Has that even come out yet? Has the Snow White 2023 version come out yet? This looks more like classic, though. I have $100 in rewards. I need something. I haven't checked my rewards in a while. Oh, in the AI picture I found of the rose gold flower Lego. Seriously, I'm so mad. I guess you could probably find gold pieces and make it yourself, right? Fun fact, petrichor is the name of the smell of rain falling on soil. The word's literal translation is roughly stone and god of bloods. I like that. I can code that for you, Non. That's about all I can do. You can code it for me? Oh, for the cold sore. I'm refusing to look at sites because I end up spending too much money. I mean, same. I'm not into Lego, but honestly, kind of want the. Oh, I want this too, kind of. Hang on. Okay, so let's finish looking at this for Mrs. Nonder. Look at the table. Look at the table with all the little bowls and stuff on it. Isn't that awesome? I can't zoom in any further. Let's do 200% is fine for our old eyes, right? Look at the table. This is a pretty cool one. I love fireplaces. I love the detail on the interiors. The little wishing well. Oh, this is pretty cool. Look at the squirrel. Got distracted by the squirrel. You need instructions? Can't relate. I can. I built a couple of things without instructions. Oh, there's all the beds. There's the witch. Very cool. 219 doll hairs for 2,228 pieces. Now, a lot of this is going to be, these are very unique figures, obviously, that I don't think will exist in other sets. So if you're a figure collector, that's going to be a pretty big deal. That's probably most of the draw for a lot of people is those figures. All right, let's go back. I'm building my Minecraft camel set right now, and I need the instructions. Minecraft camel. Man, the Lego Minecraft has come a long way. I really need Lego and Minecraft to team up like Lego and Fortnite did. They need to release a mod pack, an officially supported mod pack that makes Minecraft look like Lego blocks. I know that others have made them, and that's great. But yeah, oh no, Mrs. Nonder. Oh no. These are VHS tapes. Oh no. Villain icons. And they look like VHS tapes. That is really cool. Jeez, I love I hate to say that I love VHS tapes, but like there's some definitive nostalgia tied up in VHS tapes. I wouldn't actually use them now, but because it was like not a great way to store your media. Although nowadays, better to have that than them taking it off a streaming platform. Look at that. You can put it on your bookshelf. She's going to want this for sure. If she hasn't fallen back asleep, she's going to want this. Because this would look so great on our bookshelf. So great. I'm just adding it to a bag. It doesn't mean I'm buying it right now, okay? I just want to show it to her later. It doesn't mean I'm buying it right now. Look at that. All the bad guys. Wait, who is that? Who's the red genie? Genie Jafar? Oh, that's right. I remember that at the end of the movie, right? I told Mersa to buy the Twilight one. He refuses to believe it's real. Let's show Mersa right now. I was going to look at that helicopter, or the Orthan helicopter. Where is it? Is it not up yet? Is it still through the ideas stage? $1,000 later, yeah. Where is it? Yeah, Twilight Cullen House. Oh, is it still in the ideas stage? It's been approved. Updated about a year ago. Wow. I actually kind of like the modern. I kind of like the modern take though. Like, look at that with the fireplace and stuff. I kind of like that just for the modern. You love the VHS tapes? Isn't that so cool? Like, this is actually a pretty cool just a house, right? If you take away the fact that it's Twilight, you know. You nickname my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster? This guy. That guy. Foster dad / matchmaker. So yeah, this actually like looks, oh, there's more pictures here. I like the design and the aesthetic, the modern aesthetic. That actually does look a lot like his room. His room is very small. Jacob does have the long hairpiece in case you want to go back to Blood Moon. Oh, look, Andy turns into a werewolf. There you go. It does come with the baby grooming werewolf. It does. That's so freaking weird. It's so weird, guys. It's so weird. Like, I'm sorry, but like, it's so weird, right? Like, we all agree it's very weird. And I can't imagine what it would have been like to be a Twilight fan when the books came out. And reading that whole series and being like, this is so great. Like, yeah, I know it's a little cheesy. It's a little, you know, it's a little whatever. But I just like it. I like it. It's, you know, it's fun. And then you get to that last book and you're like, I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry he did what? To the what? Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. Anyway, that's a Lego Ideas. That's been approved. Who knows when that's going to come out then? Official Lego comments. Project has been approved for production on December 19th, 2023. So that'll probably be a while before we actually see that as a, yeah, Lobster Thermidor. His name is Lobster Thermidor. That's great. That's a Lego Batman joke. I want to reread Percy Jackson, though. Yeah. I can't get a button to work for work things? Uh-oh. You never read 50 Shades. Dr. Lish is going through the 50 Shades movie, so there's a lot of mocking Twilight at home at the moment. Was Twilight a 50 Shades of Grey fanfic, or was 50 Shades of Grey a fanfic of Twilight? I don't remember how those two were connected. But just remember, just think about, man, I can only imagine the girls like reading that, or whoever was reading it at the time, and just being like, oh no, what do I have to defend now? How am I? And I know that they were like spinning it a certain way. The book was like spinning it a certain way. But when you really kind of step back and look at it, it's weird. It's weird. Twilight was a result of a dream by Stephanie Meyer. A dream. Pretty good dream. Up until the last dream. Maybe you should have omitted that part of it. That's how the dream went. It doesn't have to follow the dream exactly. Artistic license, you know, you can modify the dream that you have. Yes, let's look at the new sets. Shop. New. Do. Jacob, his friend, father, lover. 50 Shades was a fanfic of Twilight. Okay. And then Twilight was a result of a dream. Fun little rabbit hole. It's actually being condemned by the BDSM community because it's safe, sane, consensual, and illegal. Wait, maybe I don't even want to ask. Oh, it isn't. It isn't. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, feel free to. The thing about your dreams is no one knows how they're going to play out. So feel free to change some things. Exactly. You don't have to go with every little idea that pops into your mind. Look at the little Stitch guy. I love these things. I really do. I hope they're gonna do more Star Wars ones. Financial, sexual, emotional abuse. Yeah. Yeah. The little Stitch guy is cute. Let's talk about Stitch instead. A romanticization of abuse. Yes. Ooh, Spider-Man. The Iron Spider. Any of these you want to look at deeper, let me know. The little red London telephone box. That's a very cool set. I don't know if it's worth that. $114 for 1,460 pieces, of which a lot are small, are probably this little road. It's very cute, don't get me wrong, but that price, I don't know. Well, make sure that I'm staying honest, though, and don't give the exact same critique to some of the Star Wars sets we're about to look at. You know, Gwen would love the Stitch. We call him Stitchy. Stitchy. Thank you for the ads, Bebo. We'll be back. A kingfisher bird. That's kind of neat. Wait, this is kind of neat. Ooh, they got water effects there too. Okay. $50, 834 pieces. I should really be doing the math on this, right? Let me go. I'm gonna mute that just in case. That's pretty cool, right? I know people who like birds. What a weird sentence. Do y'all know people who like birds? You know who I think would actually really like this? For some reason, I think Spooky Deer would like this because he plays Wingspan a lot. This gives me Wingspan vibes, you know? $50 isn't bad. $50 for a Lego set is almost like, I don't know though, 834 pieces. Let's do the math here. Wrong one. Where's my calculator? Let's see. So at 834 pieces divided by, we're just gonna say 50, 1668. Wait. Did I do that math right? Oops. Did I do that right? As have ended, welcome back. You're not loving the adults welcome tag? Actually, I like it. I don't mind it. Yeah. I mean, we were always welcome, but I do think the 18 plus 1668 pieces per dollar. Okay, yeah. I had that in dollars in my mind for some reason. And I was like, wait, $16 per piece? No, wait. I'm just gonna close the calculator for right now. It makes you feel weird for some reason. It is part of a focus that they're putting on adult Lego collectors, which I appreciate, being one of them myself. You get stuff like this, right? This isn't any particular theme. This is actually a really beautiful piece that, like, you could put up in your, I don't know if you put it in your window, those pieces are going to get grayed a little bit over time. But, you know, like, I love the aesthetic, you know, imagine one of those little plants down here too, those little potted plants. Wait, you collect Lego? I know you're kidding. I wish you could see. I need to be able to, like, turn the camera so that you can see all the other stuff too. Yeah, I guess you could say. I'm guessing I'm back, as Keanu says. This is I like the size of this for $50. Like, that's a lot bigger in person than I thought it would be. So, I don't know. That's kind of cute. I don't think I'll get it right now, but it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. Okay, back to this. The McLaren's kind of neat, but I'm not a car guy. I'm not really a car guy. So this one's 693 pieces, though, for $79.99. So you see the disparity? It's got to be more about, because it's a McLaren, It's got to be more about all this branding and stuff that they did, and the likeness of who is this. No matter what your dream is, you have to dedicate yourself entirely to it. Like racing cars real fast. I'm not disparaging car racing. It's a valid sport. Who is this guy though? Who is that? Who is this guy? Is it this guy? Iroten Senna? I don't know who that is. So I bet most of the money goes into like this aspect of it and the actual McLaren branding, and less about the piece count, which is something you do have to factor in. I mean, these brands do cost Lego money to make. I'm something of a hobbyist myself. How do you say that in English? Ornithopter? Ornithopter. Ooh, now we're getting down to the ones I want to see. Hang on, let me show Nidelicious the Ornithopter, which I actually thought about getting myself. Now I'm not so sure if I will. It wasn't a horrible price. And I've seen it in action. It's actually pretty cool. Here, we'll watch the little in action. Oh no, that's just a spin around. No video of how the wings work. Ah, here we go. Whoa. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Decent size. And has some, yeah, look how the wings fold out. That's pretty dang cool. Like, I would swoosh that so hard. I would be running around my own home swooshing that thing. Oh, it's got the tall boy. This tall boy right here. See, that's, for the size, that's a pretty decent 1,369 pieces. Adults welcome. So that's 165. 165. I remember feeling when it first came out, I was like, okay, that's a $200 set. And then when they announced the price, I remember being impressed by that because I really thought that it would be a $200 set. So I don't know, get it while it's hot, I guess. I don't think I'll get it now. I did consider it, but I think now that I've seen what's coming out, namely, ooh, we got to get the baby Groot, the potted Groot. These things, they're bringing back the MIDI scale, which I am a big fan of. I don't really need another Millennium Falcon, but man, does this scale. This scale is just so much fun. And this is going to be so much fun to build on stream. It's coming March 1st. Actually, I think if I was logged in, I could pre-order it. Silly little Groot. But this just looks like so much fun. And the MIDI scale is great because it doesn't, one, they're not that expensive and they don't take up a lot of space. And you'd be surprised at the amount of detail you can get in one of these.
Guys, I was supposed to go to work today.
No way. I gotta go. How? Is that a new R2-D2? Okay, so here's the thing. They're coming out with the 25 years of Lego Star Wars, which means each of these sets are going to be coming with a minifigure. Wait, does this one not? Maybe this one doesn't. So they did this for the 20th anniversary, of which I have all of those. So yeah, here, check this out. There's a new R2-D2. I don't need a new R2-D2. I have a good one there. This one is a little bit redesigned, but what I do want is this guy. So each one comes with this little 25th anniversary. This doesn't exist, I don't think, in like any other Star Wars property. A Darth Malak figure from Knights of the Old Republic. From KOTOR? Like, am I going to pay $100 just for that guy? Because, like, I probably wouldn't display two R2-D2s, right? But, like, I got to have that guy, right? Because this is how they get you with the anniversary sets. You want to collect them all so that you have all the figures, right? If you don't have an R2-D2, what a great point to get in, though. $100 for an R2-D2 that is, it looks to be about the same size of the one that I have. Can you see it from there? There he is right there. It looks to be about the same size. That guy right there, you know? I can't believe they're doing that though. Like when I saw this as being a set, I was like, you know what? I could probably skip that. Then I saw the figure that they're including. I'm like, yeah, gotta be kidding me. But anyway, I actually think it's a fantastic price. I don't like need it. R2 wasn't around with KOTOR. It's a weird combo. Does it? It looks smaller. I'm trying to get reference. Maybe a little sleeker. Like the base might not be quite as round. It might be a little bit smaller. It might be. I might have to just get it so I can compare for you all, right? So I can influence you into getting it. Anyway, that's one. I gotta go already. Jeez. The Invisible Hand. The Invisible Hand. This is one that I want as well. So these ones, I guess, don't come with figures, huh? Which ones come with the 25th anniversary figures? But this one will look great next to the Star Destroyer that I have. This is a little MIDI scale as well. Very cool. I like that. The plaque seems larger in comparison. I definitely have to get it for research. Yeah. They should have gone with Hu Yang. That would have been cool. That would be really cool, yeah. He needs good representation in Lego, other than the figure. So there's the Invisible Hand, Clone Trooper Battle Pack, which arguably I don't have a lot of Clone Troopers, but I'm not really big on the Battle Pack things. I'm not really a figure collector at the end of the day. I do like the anniversary stuff, but where is... Hang on, we got to look... We got to go look by theme. There was more, right? There's more Star Wars. It is a business expense. I need to set up like an LLC so I can start writing these off on my taxes legitimately. Like, here's the Tantive 4, which absolutely will be a good addition as well. I can see all these ships just together on the shelf. I can see it. I can see it in my mind right now. Beautiful. Look at that. I think it's going to be so much fun to build these. Like, these are going to be fun builds. I can just tell. 654 pieces for $80, 80 US dollars. Here's another anniversary one. I don't know why this one's 54. It's a weird price. 502 pieces. You'd think it'd either be $49.99. $49.99 would make more sense to me. That's a lot of money for this small set. But is that Rex? Who is this guy? Who's this guy? Don't get mad at me. I'm getting caught up. Okay? I know he's not a Bad Batcher, but I am getting caught up on Bad Batch. Is that Rex, though? Is that Rex? But that's one of the 25th anniversary ones as well. So it's not Rex. Is it Cody? Or is it just a clone, just a random clone? Is it just a rando? Then, of course, we got to get the Venator. The Venator class Republic attack cruiser for only $650. 5,374 pieces. Yeah, that's not part of the 25th anniversary ones. I guess that's it then. So it would be the R2-D2. These ones are part of it, but they don't come with figures. I thought they did, though. I thought they each did. So I want to get the Falcon. I definitely want to get the Tantive 4 and the Invisible Hand. I suppose... Is there only two figures in the 25th anniversary? I need to get started on the new season. I'm 3 episodes into season 2. I have a long way to go. You already have a MIDI scale Falcon? I missed out on that. Yeah, Coleman needs the Venator. That's it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So these two are the only ones that have the So could I skip out on it? So we're talking $150, the R2 and the Tantive 4 boarding in order to get the limited edition 25th anniversary. I'm surprised. I thought there was more than that. But 50 not too bad. I think I have some money in the Twitch fund for those. I should probably go and pre-order these though before they sell out. Anyway, I have a lot of them. Oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. Wait a minute, I don't have that one. Wait a minute. Oh, here's the other R2-D2. The 50 year of Lucasfilm. Oops. I'll have to get the other one just to see them side by side, right? Just to give you guys, I'll make a YouTube video about it, right? The hairline they gave Kenobi was foul in the Venator. Wait, in which one? Ow. Oh, this one. And these, yeah. He's kind of got to slick back a little bit. What's wrong with the hairline? What's wrong with a hairline like that? Huh? Huh? We all get older, Clumsy. I have a Darth Vader, but that one's a little bit different. That's how they get you. Ooh, another Darth Vader, but he's a little bit different. Just a little bit different. All right, everybody. I'm going to have to go. I can't believe that this went by so fast. Oops. There we go. The brickheads are so friggin' cute. I just want all of them. The brickheads are great. I think I have most of the Star Wars ones over here. I missed out on some of the more limited ones, like some of the ones I did at Comic-Con. And I look at the price of them now, and I'm like, I'm not buying that. I'm not that kind of collector. I'll get them if I like them and if they're out at the time. I have space for probably 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe like 7 more before it's like going to be a problem. Where I currently have them, I almost spilled my coffee. Apparently, Variety has labeled the live-action Avatar a beautifully crafted disappointment. Ugh, that's a shame. I was kind of hopeful after One Piece that like, oh, maybe they can do it, but I don't know. Maybe there's just some things that need to just be their own thing, right? I mean, like the animation is completely valid, right? You can just have that, you know? Yeah, the live-action One Piece was pretty good. I wouldn't listen to reviews. Judge for yourself. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you already have Netflix, you might as well check it out, but I don't know if I'd sign up for Netflix for it. Things can only go up after Cowboy Bebop. I wanted to like Cowboy Bebop so bad, and I watched the first episode, and I was like, eh. It seemed like an idea that I would like, you know. They have Knuckles and Shadow. Knuckles is coming out with a movie, right? Pretty soon.
It's Chuck Norris's
I think I'm going to get the Animal Crossing.
Yes.
The Animal Crossing. I didn't even get to look at those ones yet. Yeah, the Animal Crossing ones are pretty cool. I showed Ursa a super cringe moment from Cowboy Bebop. It's so awful. Thank you for the roundhouse kick of hydration. I do also have to go. It's so late. Sorry for keeping you all. Okay. Let me get you over to... Let's see. Who's live? Is Lutz on today? We'll probably start raiding out to some different folks when Lutz goes on his spring training thing. Glitch streams during this time, so we'll probably end up going to Glitch a lot during that time. But for right now, because I'm so late and I can't really hang, I'm just going to raid over there, okay? There we go. I actually have a half day today because I'm going to go get a haircut and stuff before I actually have to show my face in the office. So by Saturday, you'll see me with a new fresh cut, okay? So that'll be fun with whatever little hair I have left. Okay, I'm going to go. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day today. And I'll see you. You do have some great timing, Spooky. Bye. I won't see you tomorrow. Shoot, the raid has already happened. I'll see you Saturday. Bye. Okay, all right, bye.